Good evening, sir. Fuck. Oh shit. Hold on one second. Good evening, service crew. Fighting Fire Extraordinaire. Ace Windfall. Forgot to set up his game capture correctly. Happy. Hold on. I need to drop in that as well. Bada bing. Bada. Boom. There we go. Got it. All right. Happy Monday, everyone, though. Sinistar, Celestine, Blammy, howdy to y'all. Howdy to you all. Welcome on in. As it is wont to do, as it is Monday, it is such hashtag V underscore FGC Open Lobby Monday. Create room, rock and roll. Everyone, service crew, can I just say, what? I don't know how to start this, but Full Metal Alchemist 2003 is peak schlock. It's peak fucking schlock right now. Oh my god. I need to talk about this so much. I'm almost done. I only have one more session left. One more 3-episode session left. Oh my god, it went so far downhill in the last like 9 episodes. It's fucking crazy. Let's see if I learned. I did not learn neutral, Blammy. I did not, but Mavis Bacon's neutral is not helping me my ass out right now. Hold on. Good to see you again too, by the way, Sinistar. I'm just dead. I wanted to go for the grab and I went far too... I think it was outspaced for it. I mean... Oh! That's head invuln. I was like, oh, I know what she's gonna run up and like try to do something. Dun dun dun. Uh-oh. Fuck. Something odd. There aren't any CRT TV monitors in the thrift stores I'm checking. Because they're really heavy. Is probably the main thing. Is the main reason you're not finding any Celestine. Like, people that like are into retro are gonna take them out, and then the ones that aren't, like, those are heavy, and they probably just don't want to like have them as a asset. But I guess thrift stores are all just about having shit as assets that you wouldn't, like, normally need. I was just about to say, I wish Mavis Bacon told me how to do neutral, but that definitely did help. I think the main thing that I don't do, in general, and probably even more so in right now, is just... 5C is such a good neutral button, and I'm just not used to playing with, like, good neutral buttons. I guess I'm kind of okay with playing with good neutral, but it's such a different, like, grab than hitting it with, like... My angle. I don't think I can jump over at that angle. Dun 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 dun. It's too slow on it. I wanted to like do the jump over. It was a Joe. University for the second time, late for my Punishing DPS 101 class. Oh, ugh. That, like, that reach. I was ready for it again. Check the replay, check the VODs. No! Being able to, like, dash him and get a... That was, like, really far dash up, too. That's the thing. Just gonna whiff that RQ. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, okay, yeah. I kinda sent that one. Oh! Holy shit, ran in that one. Sticks at the hurricane. I was like, hold on, I think I can just like try to whiff it and just... There's a massive broken audio receiver in the local Goodwill. There's countless bass speakers. I get, maybe it's just there is a higher demand for CRTs then, because like people that play retro games or like Smash players, like they want to get all the CRTs. I don't like her fireball. I know that I'm supposed to just like run in and block, but it's just... Oh, the punish? Oh shit! I should have reverse speeded. I've been off all day, so I could do a late night trip midnight. Oh, nice, Sinistar. Where you going? Where are you going? If you're eligible to share, of course. Won't be able to join you. Still have 2 out of my 3 in my garage. Your CRTs? Silstein's Sinistar has some CRTs if you need them. Yo, what's up, Rain? By the way. Think of the rain. What's going on? Oh, that's okay. Oh, this is so painful. But what's up? My name is Ace Windfall, Fighting Pike Extraordinaire. I'm currently in an Onase combo. I'm playing Tsurugi, and I'm getting hit. I just got over. I just got hit low. That's just meaty. I was like, I'm gonna ADP out of here and just try to do something funky because I feel like they're gonna be respecting my DP. That just beats that. It just kind of works like that. I guess to start. In my own world of pain, been playing for a while. Damn, that's relatable then. Ooh. You're supposed to chase her down so she can't get the fireball set in the first place, but the question is like then how do I as Tsurugi chase down effectively and just not get hit with the fireball when she runs away in the first place? I guess if I can like nice. I had a feeling they were gonna like be staggery about that. There we go. Wait, what? Oh, I got hit. The 2-hit starter is a weak starter, so you don't get the full punch? What? I feel like I knew that, but I think that's plus because I don't think it actually has invuln. Dun dun. It's so ingrained in my like my bones to jump over a fireball. That's kind of nice, though. Ooh. What? We make this work. How? I did the late way too late, so when I landed, I couldn't actually get the pick with the 2B. That's kind of what you need to do, though. So it looks like I can, because she's so pixie-coded, as long as I can get her knocked down, I can do some decent damage to her. But the fact that she does still have a Meteor's Reversal, as well as she has very tricky options, she has a very similar thing with like using ADP and making it safe. I wanted to go in and use force function because I was like, if I use the... If she goes in the air, force function beats that, but... Nice. Spacing. I'm gonna delay my wake up. That kind of works. Slightly delayed wake up. Ooh, that's cool. I lost grid cycle right when I woke up, so I charged. Ooh. She wants me in the air, so that makes it harder for me to 6-6B and get something there. Spoke too soon. Trying to snipe her when she's first getting up, or when she's or when she's trying to land, but her landing she's usually gonna try to cover using firewall in the first place, so it's kind of hard to grab that. Ooh. Done. Flailed right at my, like, length of my normals. They're playing really patiently, and I need to come to them, but they're using that to snipe my incoming, so I need to, like, find a way to snipe them. Or I need to find a way to bait them into doing something, and then punish them from that. Even though I think the big issue will be I don't know what I'll need to do to punish, because I don't know the general frame data, so I need to, like, rely more on whiffing than on punishing. Here, let me try something else next time I get in. Because the Nase is playing very far back. And then obviously when they get hit, they can come in, which I'm doing very good to just get hit. Dun. Can Kuon do something special here? Kuon obviously plays a much different game than I will, but I wanted to see if he as a player can do anything interesting against an Anase. I don't think so, though. Okay, while this Kuon's dying, then. Full Metal Alchemist 2003. That became so schlocky in the last 9 episodes. I don't know where it came from, and it's so strangely beautiful how it kind of transpired. For those that don't know, I started watching Full Metal Alchemist 2003. Never seen either one before, 2003 or Brotherhood. So no spoilers on Brotherhood, I haven't gotten there yet, but I started Full Metal Alchemist 2003, and it's great. The first part's fantastic. Everything with them first becoming alchemists, you know, working for, you know, Ed becoming a dog in the military and Al just trying to, like, do his own thing. Going into, like, their early stuff together. Then going into the entire stuff with Scar and with Ishbal, and that's, like, all of that is so interesting in such a fun way. or like the 5th laboratory and the 2nd prison and all of that. It's all that is fantastic. And then I don't know where the convergence point is, but I imagine it's not far after Scar leaves to go set up in the south with Ishbal, and they have to go back to their sensei. Which the sensei themselves, I think is fine. I think that's cool. That's probably canon. That's probably good, at least for the first part. But it's specifically whenever they meet their sensei's sensei that I start. That's like where things get a little bit weird to me, but I'm still in there. Where it's like, oh, okay, sensei as a sensei makes sense. They're like Dante-san, sure, okay, that's kind of cool. Why is Lyra working there? Why is Lyra back? That's a little bit weird to me. I was like, that Lyra, the one dude that was like the leader of a town at one point, and like the imposter twins. Like there were so many characters that just like reappeared in the last couple episodes for like no reason. Don't know what that's about. I guess that feels like an anime only thing, where I feel like those characters do not show up again in like the normal, in like Brotherhood and the normal one, but like they do. And it's like, why is Lyra back? That's a little bit weird. I don't know if I like that. Spoilers with Lyra. Lyra just ends up being like, oh, Dante just took over Lyra's body, so they just kept using Lyra. I don't know if they just like the voice actress or what with that one, but that one's weird to me. But I think all that's okay. Everything with the homunculus, I think there's a lot of it, and it's kind of okay. The part where it really becomes like true schlock, though. Like, okay, they're having stuff with the homunculus. I think the homunculus are getting like too much humanization, which arguably that's not necessarily a bad thing. I just think it's weird that like you're trying to make me like feel bad for Lust, because I don't feel bad for Lust. Lust should just be a villain. You don't have to make Lust like a tragic, like, oh no, Lust was actually cool all along. Ooh, nice. But they decided to like just make Al a Philosopher's Stone at some point. That's the part I didn't get. So yes, Al is having stones right now. For some reason, they finally find Scar. Surprise, surprise, Sloth is their mother as a homunculus. Sure, I'm okay with that one. So I think that's fine. That's kind of whatever. I noticed, by the way, early on that they all have purple eyes, just like me, and so I was like, damn, I'm a homunculus, and I just didn't know yet. So I was right, it made no damn sense. It was just yeah, I know, I completely agree. I can't accurately describe it feels like it just came out of nowhere, where it's like, okay, Scar, like, clearly Scar has something on his arm. I'm okay with that part. I was also like pretty early on, it's like, oh, Scar's arm has something to do with the Philosopher's Stone. What exactly, I don't know, but like, clearly there's something going on there, and it's like, oh, Scar, your arm is a Philosopher's Stone, like, in practice, sure. But then, like, Scar put his arm into Al and was like, now you have the Philosopher's Stone. I was like, that's a little bit weird. Okay, and then he just does it, and then just Al becomes the Philosopher's Stone. I was like, what? Because that feels like it should be like a big deal. That should be like the end of that should be like the last 4 episodes or something. But instead they do it in the last, like, they do it on like the 10th episode before the end. So it's like, okay. there's a lot going on there, and it just, like, that seems like a big urgent thing, and after it happens, they just, like, walk around the desert for a little bit. They decide to go back home, and it's just like, you guys aren't gonna, like, stop and talk about the fact that Al is a Philosopher's Stone now? You're just gonna, like, go on with this one. I am totally in wacky anime original land, and I just want to talk about it, because it's so wacky. I wrote down notes. I need to get out of this rotation because I have notes on just how wacky it is. Ooh, nice. Uh-oh. Oh, get this. I tried to, like, CS, but I think it's the best idea. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, I made a joke. I put a little thing on Twitter where it was like, they turned him into a Philosopher's Stone. Funniest shit I ever seen. And I thought, you know, that was the last episode I watched last night before I went to bed, was the Philosopher's Stone. I was like, that's weird. Huh. Okay, they're probably gonna do something interesting with that. They don't. He just has one in his body. And then, like, the brothers just start acting, like, out of character. It feels weird that, like, one goes to, Al goes to go see Show Tucker without, like, talking to Ed, which feels out of character. It's like, I thought they were, like, brothers. I thought they, like, shared most things with each other, and sure, like, oh, circumstances are different now, Ace. Like, they're both working on their own thing. And, like, Ed goes and, like, digs up his mom, which, that's kind of cool, but again, I feel like Ed would have brought Al in with that one, so it's just weird that they both, like, wanted to shoulder different parts of responsibility for seemingly no reason. I was looking for a DP there, and they decided to just roll through, so I was able to react to it. Okay, what do I have? Here are some minutes. Al's a red stone, is a Philosopher's Stone. I don't understand that one. Oh, this is a really small nitpick. Before they go into Liore, they disguise Ed, and they disguise Ed by making him wear a wig. You know, that makes sense. Sure, like, you need a disguise. Ed's got, like, iconic blonde hair. Sure, like, give him a disguise, make him wear a wig. However, like, 3 episodes later, Ed needs to get a disguise, and he, like, uses alchemy to dye his hair. Why did he do different things? Why didn't he just use alchemy both times? Why did he use a stupid wig the first time? That is a very big nitpick, but that's a very specific nitpick where it's like, I don't think they cared at that point in the show, and I'm very upset about it. Oh wait, I can just do this. Oh shit. Was the wig a different length? It wasn't! Uh-oh. Oh shit, he's zoning. Ooh, nice. But I mean, how is it time constraints though? Because like, he did it before like a military operation inside, like inside the base before going to Liore. It's not like time constraints would have made a difference, and I don't think it was a different length from what I remember. Like, it's just that's a very small nitpick, but it's something like that where it's like, did they care? Did the writers like just kind of give up at that point? I have a very similar thought with so they killed Greed, which that's still something that I'm kind of stuck on, because I feel like they built up Greed. They had Greed in like the opening sequence, and it's like, oh, Greed's a big like bad villain. He's gonna be like really important, and Greed just kind of dies. Still really upset about that. Like, I felt like Greed was like built up to be something really big, and I think he is in Brotherhood apparently, but it's just like, Greed shows up. They kind of treat him like a joke. Like, Greed kidnaps Al, and like, he's just like fucking with Al the entire time. Just like, hey Al, I can take my head off. Look at this shit. And then like Sensei just literally walks into the bar where they are. And then Ed just walks into the bar where they are, like, there's no, like, urgency in anything that's going on there. And then, like, when they fight, Ed just kills him, and it's so... Ooh, ooh. I'm gonna do this. That didn't count. Lame. But they got greed, and they're like, oh, I can transmute greed's carbon into, like, something that's not carbon, and I can kill him that way. Sure, I'm okay with that. But they killed him because, like, he was in the transmutation circle. Because he, like, lost all his red stones and everything. But when they fight Ed's mother... When they fight Ed's mother, it seemed like Ed's mother wasn't in the transmutation circle enough that she still had some of her red stones in her. So why was Ed able to turn her into ethanol? Why was that, like, it was kind of cool. It's like, oh, I got you. I turned you into ethanol. But also, like, to me, that also didn't make sense because, like, ethanol requires carbon. And isn't Ed's mom made of water? Where'd they get the carbon from? Like, that's very nitpicky. They could just gotten, like, yes! They turn, well, I don't think he turned carbon to something else, but it was like, you know, like lead pencils or like the steel carbon. Like, I think Ed, in whenever he was fighting Greed, it's like, Greed, I'm gonna turn that carbon that's in your body, the most abundant resource in the human body. You have it hard like a diamond. I'm gonna make it like a lead pencil. Basically, he changed the structure of it. So, like, okay, that's fine. I'm kind of okay with that. But, like, where did you get the carbon to turn Sloth's water body into an ethanol body? Could just got it from, like, anywhere else, but... Maybe he turned into something that's like a bad carbon. He didn't say exactly what it was, but... He was just like, I turned your carbon into something weaker, so... Like, I'll forgive that. I'm being forgiving because there's a lot of other things that were wrong with the Greed everything, so... I'll allow that, because at least it had some semblance of... like, thought. Ah! Ooh, nice. Ah. That doesn't kill, does it? Ah. I'm alive. But the bigger issue is just like, why did she die? Why did Sloth die when he turned into ethanol? Like, why doesn't he just do that to them all? I guess at that point, he already Lust was already dead by Wrath's hand, and he felt bad about Wrath, but like, why did he just turn her into ethanol and was just like, okay, I did it, I won now. And then like, he's gonna go fight Envy, I guess, or something with Envy. Like, can he just like touch Envy and be like, you're not a human, I can transmute you however I want, you're now like water. And since you don't have water control powers, like, fuck you. It's like him being able to just transmute homunculi seems like a broken ability that he should not have. Human transmutation, your hair is part of you, then let it win. That's stupid. But the thing is, it wasn't like multiple episodes apart. It was like 4 episodes apart. I get, you can argue that is multiple episodes, but you know what I mean. It's not like, oh, the beginning of the series and the end. It was like in episode 20, like episode 36, and then in episode like 32, something like that. What's up, Boomer? Thank you for the head pat. There we go. Hope your Monday's going well, Boomer. Thank you. That's 6 ace. Either way, it's not like they were an arc apart. They were like fairly close together. Also, I'm making up numbers. I don't know what the episodes were. It was 2 viewing sessions apart, so anywhere in that, like, range. Can I do that? No, I don't think I can. I have to, like, hit something first. Nice. If it was just diamond, you'd be better off just hitting him with a brick, because it would just shatter. Sounds like human transformation. Sounds like human transportation to me, Ed. I know! It doesn't make sense! Lobby Infiltrator. What's up, June? Happy Monday. Welcome on in to both the stream and to the lobby, June. Ooh. Pushes him too far away. The Philosopher's Stone does destroy some stuff in Alchemy, but neither of those instances that I mentioned were using the Philosopher's Stone. It was just Ed doing it. And Al himself is the Philosopher's Stone. It's not like he has a it's like Al himself is the Philosopher's Stone now. So it's not like he was touching Al to do it. It's just there's a lot of also, I don't know if this is canon or not. Part of me wants this to just be non-canon from just 2003, and part of me does want it to be canon. The Fuhrer being a homunculi? I don't want to know if that's true or not. I don't want to know if that's like a 2003 only thing or if that's like canon, because that was the first one where I was like, this might be schlocky. Like, in order of the schlockness, it was like, oh, the Fuhrer is a homunculi? That could be interesting. I might be about that. And then it was like, oh, they turned Ed into a Philosopher's Stone? Okay, no, this is a little... I made up the word stupid Kino, and then I realized, oh, that's just schlock. The word for stupid Kino is just schlock. Yo, what's up, Mako? Welcome on in. Happy Monday. Congratulations on your continued promotion to Service Crew Chief, Mako. Let me fish. What's lurk bait? Oh, is that, are you talking about, like, things to add onto the stream, like, in the bottom? Like the Pokemon game or whatever? Lurk bait. He is cool, and they made him a homunculus, and I don't know if that's cool or not. It's mid-level. It's like, this might be cool, but it's also bad? Because like the entire time I was like, who's Pride? Who's Pride? There's another Sin. I know there is. I can count. I know there are 7 of them. He's a great character in Brotherhood. Oh, I hope so. Because Fuhrer Bradley, King Bradley, whatever you want to call him, he's like he seems like just a silent not silent. He's like the dude that knows. Oh shit! I forgot there was one off screen. Like, I know his anime archetype. I've seen anime before. I know like what he's supposed to be, but they were like, you know what? He's a little bit too quiet. Let's make him a homunculus. It's like, what? That feels stupid. So I'm glad that might be stupid. And I'm like, oh, Dante is actually Dante's not dead. She took over Lyra's body because, spoilers, Dante and Ed and Al's dad are long-lived beings, which, that's another thing that's just like, Ed and Al's dad shows up and then dies like 3 episodes later, which feels like that should be a big, like, that should hit the, no, it doesn't anti that, man. Nice. What's up, Jill So? I'm playing on PC. playing on PC, it's if you go to the like the public lobbies things, the like player lobbies, that's what they're called. It's the one that says VFGC open lobby thing. Who the fuck is Dante? Is Dante anime original? Please tell me Dante's anime original. I don't want to know, actually. I don't want to know. Dante is the sensei's sensei. Dante feels like an anime original character, so I'm so glad if that's true, because that's where I was like, I think this is where, like, if I had to put, like, where the show started getting weird, it's definitely when they show up. Dante is allegedly the person that made all the, not all, but the person who made the most of the homunculi. In the anime timeline, basically, Ed's dad and Dante. Ed's dad was like from 400 years ago an alchemist, and is like starting to decay, and so he wore a special perfume around, or a cologne, which Ed doesn't like. And then when he sees Lyra, he's like, oh, I know that smell. My dad used to wear that same type of, like, scent around. And it's because they used to be former lovers. Like, Dante and Ed's dad used to be former lovers together. And also because they're both decaying corpses. And that's why she's trying to get a Philosopher's Stone, so she can, like, It's very... I can't explain it psychotically enough right now. Ooh. Hold on, I think I got this. That's a big... Oh, I dropped it! There's the jump in the connection, I dropped it. Ah! They first show up in episode 32 and the main antagonist of 2003 anime. That's so true! It doesn't make sense! That has to be the divergence point then. Whenever Dante shows up, because that's when everything, like, gets weird. That's when, like, Greed just suddenly becomes not a character and just dies. That's when, like, Dante just shows up and it's like, okay. And then Lyra shows back. I was like, oh, that's also kind of, yeah, sure, whatever. Oh, I didn't even talk about this yet. There's a bigger thing that's like schlock, by the way. She's anime original. That's fucking episode 9. Wait, the entire... She's not even like... I figured like the early episodes were, like maybe not anime original. It felt... That's so beautiful, actually. That would explain why she showed up again. I was like, why is she showing back up? Do they just really like her character? Like, oh damn, that reaches. Oh my god. They made an anime original character super early on, and they made her, like, antagonist light, basically. That's so adorable. By the way, you guys mentioned Briggs the other day, like, as a place, and I was like, Briggs is a person. You're right, Briggs is a place, because they mention it in the anime. They're, at the very end, they're setting up a campaign. Like, the fear makes them go on a campaign. Uh-oh, why did I jump? Uh-oh. They go to Briggs Mountains, like, near the end of the anime. Oh, real? That works. So when Briggs Mountain showed up today when I was watching, I was like, oh, hey, I know that name now. And they don't do anything with it. They just go to Briggs Mountain. It's like, hey, we're actually going to turn around and attack Central because we're going to, like, do a coup against the Fuhrer. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. I saw June messing up, like, going around up there enough. I was like, I think they're just gonna, like, extend all their air options and I can just wait for them. Uh-oh. dun, dun. Oh, get it, get it, get it. Nice. Good shit, June. Thank you. You now give me the chance to... Oh, no! I wanted to talk about how they made... There was a character called, like, General Archer. And that he partially got turned into, like, a Philosopher's Stone because he was close to the light. But then he didn't fully die. He was just, like, really burnt up. And the very last episode I watched before I started the stream... They made him into a Terminator. And that's where I started just actually laughing. He just shows up as a legitimate cyborg Terminator. And that's when I just started laughing. Always go to win VFGC open lobby. Do you have the stream open? I know that when we do Grand Blue, Icon usually has the stream open at the beginning, and then they usually turn it off or like turn it on to like chat only mode or something, or like audio only pretty soon after, because they realize like it messes with the connection. I can just do that actually. It's so goofy though. It's like, oh yeah, we have Art. There at one point they're just like, yeah, Archer's still alive, and they show him like in a jail cell, like in shadow, and he's like screaming in pain. It's like, okay, that's kind of fucked up, but I might be about it. And then they just and then she's like, oh, don't forget about Archer, and he breaks through a wall as a half cyborg. And it's just like, no, he's just the Terminator. He's just the fucking Terminator. He shows up so Sensei has something to like die and fight against. And Sensei gets to like do a cool thing where it's like, you boys go, I'll stay. But he's just the fight. It's not even like subtle. He just looks like the fucking Terminator. Too far away. Ooh. I have other notes here, don't I? Making sloth and ethanol. Lust Redemption, I think, is stupid. Oh yeah, there's like a pair of fake Edward brothers, Elric brothers. And they show up again too, which I assume those are, if Lyra is anime original, then I have to assume that those two are also anime original, which I think their episode by itself is fine. Like all the, like Lyra has, like there's a lot of anime original, like presumably a lot of anime original episodes early on. I think I'm fine with them because they just like build up the world, sure. So like seeing the, like a fake pair of Edward brothers or Elric brothers that are like, we want to make a Philosopher's Stone too. Sure, that's entirely fine. But then they show up at the end. They get caught because they impersonate the Elric brothers again because they didn't realize that the Elric brothers are like wanted men. Wow, he's still in recovery? And just whenever they show up, they're like, by the way, Ed, we found this page of our father's diary, which apparently that's the Deus Ex Machina. They just came in, presumably. I'm gonna assume that that's like, oh, here, take this, and this will give you the answers to the Philosopher's Stone without killing people, or something like that. It's gonna be something. It's just like, why did you just have them show up and just be like, hey, look, take this? It's so goofy. Try the audio only thing. Okay, nice. Let's hope this works, June. I was like, I think Icon has done that, and I think Wisteria has also mentioned doing that. And I think both of them have had fairly good results with it, so. Dun, dun. I thought I could get the full 3 and then not get hit from it. I knew there was a projectile thing over there. I was just like, I think I can do it without getting hit. It's a little chunky. first anime monkey-like thing is dumb. Wait. Now I'm really interested in, like, how important the monkey-like even are in the main story. Because in 2003, they're like... They are the story. Did not mean to do that. That was supposed to just be 236, and I think I was like... Because I was holding back to, like, block, and then I went into it, it registered as the 623. They clearly, I don't know how important is the thing. They're gonna be important. Like, they're in the thing. I've seen the Brotherhood first opening. I know Greed is actually in that. I don't want to know how important though. I want most of this to just come about naturally, so I can with my own eyes be like, oh, that's different, and I like it more. Is hopefully what I'll get to say. Somehow original anime is very odd about how it uses them. I hope that my only wish is that I hope that Lust is not redeemed. Or that they don't, like, try to pull, like, oh, people like Lust, we gotta make Lust not fully bad, I guess. Because that's kind of what it does in the original anime, where it's like, she has an entire episode where it's like, oh, I went to a town where everyone had bonitis. Not what it was called fossilitis, but it just made me think of bonitis from that Futurama episode. Like, everyone just had, like, fossilitis. And it's like, oh, look, Lust actually liked this guy and was like, or this guy liked Lust, and she, like, gave him a Philosopher's Stone because, you know, she's gonna be, like, giving everyone she wants to find someone that's good and can make a Philosopher's Stone and everything. And at the end, she just killed him. She just let the entire town get fossilitis when she came back. Sure. A little Stone Man Syndrome. It was called... In what I watched... I don't know if you're giving me... No, that's a real thing, is it Stone Man Syndrome. In the show, it was called fossilitis, though, which, again, it's just bonitis. What's up, Sky? Ooh. But it was a way to just give her more character, which I guess given what they ended up doing with her was kind of important. But then at the end, it's just like, no, I don't want to be a human under Dante's rule. I want to be a human under my own rule. So I'm going to betray Wrath, betray everyone. And I get my little, like, tiny redemption arc here for no reason? Oh. Ooh, nice. She's gonna go to, yeah, Celestial. Ooh. Yeah! Oh, this is gonna hurt. That's a great cash out. God damn. Wait, I was plus. I just inputted it wrong, I guess. What else do I have on here? Aloes of Redstone, library reappearing, bringing back the old characters like the Fake Brothers as a Deus Ex Machina. They added borderless windowed. Wait, what? Did they not have borderless windowed on this before? Ooh, timing. It didn't until recently. Oh, wait, real? Wait, I'm probably playing. Wait a minute. That's why when I alt-tabbed earlier. Wait, am I thinking of the right game? I might need to mess with my settings then. I didn't realize that. Wait, if I'll... You're right. When I click out, it closes the window. Wow. Huh. 1, 2, 3. That works. Ooh. Solid pickup. 1, 2, 3. That works. Is that the best way to do that, or is it better to do VO, I wonder? Thank you, June. Ah! Oh. Nice. Dun, dun. Take my chances there. I'm whiffing too many buttons in that situation. If I shield any of your air buttons, does it work like a normal like assault thing, or is it different? Ooh, that works. I'm trying to think like a way that I can make it so I can actually... Ah! Oh. That worked. Because I feel like I'm missing an opportunity when you come down, I block a few things, and you're back up in the air pretty quickly, and I wonder what I can do to prevent that. It's probably maybe related to maybe you're getting away with it because you have an orb surrounding you. Ooh. One, two, three. Oh shit, that killed because of the bonus damage, I think. Oh. Done. I knew we were gonna be far away, so I tried whiffing or just Hail Marying ADP and just seeing what would happen. I think I get 2 of those? No, I don't get 2 ADPs in that combo. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, nice. I knew there was gonna be a gap coming. I was hoping it was one that I could backdash. Let me just do that again though. Uh oh. Nice. For my Full Metal Alchemist notes. I had to use like all my brain power to survive. I think that's everything. I think I mostly hit every single thing that was weird so far, and I still have 3 more episodes to go. The biggest one is still just like the dad, which seems like a really big part of the show. He comes back. He's there for like 2 to 3 episodes, and then he just like dies. Can't wait to get to FMAB. I can't wait. I'm gonna finish Full Metal tomorrow, presumably, assuming everything goes well. And then probably on Thursday is when I'm gonna start Brotherhood. And I'm excited to see how much, if any, is the same, especially like when we get into... Sensei feels like the last real thing in the show, and then I feel like it gets weird. How dare I not round start block? You can also round start, oh, what is it? You can round start, Creeping Edge? That thing? Yeah, Creeping Edge, because it's credging. And you can also do, your own round start super, depending which one you do, obviously. Ooh. Well, it's been a while since I played the Yuzu. Since I played like Wisteria and Yuzu. So I forgot like what the range of that was. I also forgot that that stays in stance. Because that feels like something like, oh, I blocked it. Ooh. Tried to do delay parry, I saw. But since I did immediate super, that just kind of beat it. I saw that. I saw there was a movie for 2003, and I thought about watching it, but I was like, I don't know if it's worth it to go and watch it. Oh, because it was such a big air hit. But I was like, I don't know if it's worth it. We'll see how I feel when it's over, whether or not I want to like borrow that one from a friend called the internet. Nice. Ooh. That's what my air invuln would have like saved me there. What? I was too far away. Normally you are supposed to like throw there, but it was just like spacing. I was like far away and I didn't like want to dash in. I get beat by Anime Woman, I beat Anime Woman. You know, it's a cycle. Equivalent exchange or something. Oh, something that's not schlock. They changed the opening from the thing from Al talking about equivalent exchange to being like, we found the Philosopher's Stone. Equivalent exchange doesn't mean shit to us. That's pretty sick. Out of all the things that like are weird and schlocky, that one's one that I'm like, I'm gotta come about that. That's fun. Ooh, good jump. They're made using... I'm so terrified that even that's gonna be different. But they're made using humans, basically, like live humans, and like the emotions typically like in like grief or in like war situations. And usually a large number, because like in the... Please tell me the 5th lab, like that cannot be... That's so like... That's like such a big part of it. It's like, oh yeah, we were at the 5th lab and we saw like them doing human transportation or human transposition or whatever. Don't tell me that's it. That cannot be anime original. All of this? Are you telling me all of it? Yeah, there you go, nice. I'm so terrified that like... Does it kill the people? Yes? I'm so... Oh, I'm so... Oh, I'm so excited. Everything I know has been a lie. Ooh. I thought they were gonna like try to rush in there for some reason. I'm gonna do that because I was gonna lose the cycle anyway. Nice. FMV is a masterpiece. It's so... That's so interesting then, because like, I feel like 2003 isn't bad until it becomes bad. So it's really surprising like that somehow I figured there were 6 years difference between 2003 and then fit. Whoa! That's a situation. And little did I know, was it a weekly, like the manga? Does anyone know like the manga? Was that a weekly serialization? Because if so, that's a lot will happen in 6 years in that. Oh. All I know is it's so, I love the characters. And so if they, ooh, nice. Yeah, jump, by the way, June, if you're still here, speaking of round start super, jump back, hit a button down is usually also really good against it. That's what the Tsurugi does against himself. Ooh, caught the super. Oh, happen again? Oh, not what I meant to do. I don't think run up 236 would have done it either, but ooh, that one definitely didn't look snazzy. Finally, I can sit back and relax. They Flanderized Armstrong too. I didn't write that down. Which, I mean, Armstrong's already a pretty jokey character, but there was one part in particular that I was like watching and I was like, they Flanderized this dude like surprisingly fast? Or like they miss like what I think. Part of his character is like he's very proud. He's like, oh, this is the Armstrong family tradition. It's passed down through generations. Look at my muscles. I'm so great. I'm so strong, right? Like he's very prideful in that sense, but and they can use that as a joke a lot. Like I'm completely fine with him using it as a joke. Same thing with like Ed's height is something that I really enjoy. Like, it's a very simple joke, but I'm okay with them having a simple joke like that. Like, anyone calls Ed short, and he goes off the rails, adding extra things on there, like, oh, you haven't grown at all since I've seen you. What do you mean I'm a chibi pipsqueak that you can never, like, see and should, like easily puntable or whatever like that? Like, he'll always add random stuff onto it. I love that. But, like, Armstrong is a joke character, but is also a real character. So, like, when, in one of the most recent episodes, when he's talking to the people of the army, and they're like, hey, and he's, like, explaining to them that we want to start a revolution. We want to, like, start a coup against the Fuhrer, who, I don't think they say it, but, like, who is a homunculus, right? But they're like, we're going to start a coup against them. And the generals are like, what are you talking about? That's crazy. Why would we do that? You're lying. Nothing. General hasn't done anything wrong. And all he does is, like, look at my muscles. Would my muscles lie to you? It's like, that's not how that joke works. Like, Armstrong should be very real in that instance. He should be like, yes, this is important. I understand how, like, dangerous this is, but no, instead he just, like, just goes to muscle mode, and it's just like, I know it's not an important scene because you're near the end, and honestly, whatever's happening up there doesn't matter. It's just like, oh, surprise, we have, that's just an excuse to get the army out of Central, so the Mustang and Hawkeye can do their own, like, two-man coup with Ed and Al, probably. But it was just like, that left a bad taste in my mouth. Ooh, God. Yuzu's 200-meter super, the range of it is so disgusting. I tried using mine as an anti-air earlier, and it whiffed, and I'm just seeing that, and I'm just... That box has to be, like, half the screen. Ooh. Oh, that's, I can see the connection, like, faltering even in spectator mode. Ooh, good pickup though. Nice. I guess it's not really a pickup. That's just the combo. That's just doing EX super, CSing into a combo. But, like, it looks cool. That's like if I were to do, like, EXDP and then a CS, and I'd be like, oh, look at that pickup. It's like, that's just a combo ace. That's not a pickup, really. I guess it is a pickup, but it's not like a funky pickup. It's still cool. Oh. Speaking of that super being ridiculous, at some point, I'm gonna throw this in Discord at some point as well. I talked about this yesterday. We're gonna watch either Redline or Ghost in the Shell in like 2 weeks, I want to say. And I don't know which one. I think I'm leaning Redline, because I think that's probably the more, you can just, like, sit back, relax, and watch it. Or relax in air quotes, right? Redline. That's already a 1 vote then. Whenever I hear people talking about Redline, which is a surprising amount actually, they always talk about, like, they'll have it on, like, in the background doing something else, and then someone will say, hey, shouldn't we be paying attention to the plot of Redline? And then they say, no, don't worry, because it's very obvious what's going on at any point in Redline, because it's all just a race, basically. It's so hyper confusing. I do like my weird and confusing stuff, though, but for just an ease of access, just, like, jump on in and just watch it, Redline is probably the more accessible one. I like it, I like it. Greatest form of wacky races. Yuzu's trying to, like, fortress up here, but I don't know how... This feels... I want to see what... I wonder what the matchup spread for this is. Because Seth having all the, like, teleports and being, like, so far up in the air and be able to, like, set the projectile seems like it would be hard for Yuzu to, like, pin him down and stop him. Because I just see Wisteria just trying to, like, whenever I play, it feels like Wisteria is like a fortress, like a you have to come to me. I will sit here with my cannons, you have to come to me. And then Seth is just jumping around like, your slings and arrows mean nothing against my superior speed. Nowhere else will you see Funky Boy explode in a thermonuclear explosion. Oh lord. Are they all named Blank Boy? Because I know there's also Cherry Boy. There's also, Sanashi? I guess that doesn't have boy in the name, right? But... Oh, the connection was still janky? Aw, sorry about that. Cherry Boy Hunter! Oh, that's what it is! I did mean Cherry Boy Hunter. I was missing a mark there. Again, I've never seen it, so... But there's at least 2 characters with the name Boy in the name. And that's far too many. Dun, dun. Oh, might be dead, but my spirit lingers on. Ooh, I missed my cancel to do the overhead. Speaking of overhead. Too far away. I didn't realize that they placed one before on Oki there. High quality Kill la Kill on Netflix and Gurren Lagann 2. Wait, when were they on Netflix? When was that a thing? That sounds fantastic. Or were you using like some kind of VPN? Like Surfshark, the sponsor of today's stream. To go to like Japanese Netflix. Ooh, that worked out. someone doesn't like my Surfshark sponsorship. Hashtag not ad. Hashtag joke. Huh. Oh. Works out. No worries, Surfshark would sponsor a fighting pilot. You say that so confidently. Because you're right, we're actually sponsored by NordVPN. Oh. Ah, I felt so smart, but they were on the other side of me. I was gonna do just anti-air super. Ooh. Oh, what did I get hit by? Is that a low? Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. They were among the first anime on Netflix and stayed on for more than 5 years. Wait, what? Did I have them on my Netflix, I wonder? I don't know. I never watched them on it if they were on there. And it makes me wonder if I ever had them on my list or like... Because I've been watching Netflix for a while. Ah. What's up, Bunkum? Happy Monday, welcome on. Ah. Leaving the plate. I don't know what the play is. I don't know where the block string stops. Apparently it stopped there. Oh, I was looking at their meter, by the way. Oh my god. The entire time I was like, oh, I have 200 meter. Why is this super not coming out? Oh my god. Had it been like 2017 at most? Wait, really? I've been watching Netflix since at least like 2015 or something, I have to imagine. Let me think. I started watching a lot more like when I got my PS3. Which, yeah, that would have been about 2015 or so. Thank you, Lahias. Have Monday, Lahias. Have Monday, spare parts. I'm out, so I get to cuddle, you know? Hey, so why does the series have nothing but weird titles? They're so weird that they accidentally gave a huge discount on this one because they didn't know which one was the most recent. I love it. Honestly, if it didn't have weird titles... Like that's the life of it. I wanted to have weird titles. It's part of its heart and soul. I'm gonna go on an excursion to the mighty land of Route Tear and reset it. Kill la Kill left Netflix in 2022. What the fuck? Maybe, I guess I just didn't watch that much anime on Netflix, and so maybe it just never popped into my recommended. The only anime I think I ever watched on Netflix was, like, BNA. And maybe was, Demon Slayer on Netflix? Was that where I watched it? I think those might be the only two anime I ever watched on Netflix. And both of those were, like, pretty late. So that might explain it. No, I watched Bacano. I think I watched like one season of Bacano, like as a rewatch. All of those, except for BNA. No, that's a lie. Both Demon Slayer and BNA were new. Bacano would have been a rewatch because I would have been like, oh, I like Bacano. Bacano's my favorite anime, so I would have rewatched that. But I guess just compared to the amount of other stuff I watched, it just never showed up that much. Oh yeah, Durara, not Bacano, Durara. Bakan. I forgot. Netflix is not base enough to have Bacano. It would have had Durara. You're right. Kill la Kill was my first real anime that I saw in 2013. How does it... I can't believe it, Bunkum. You saw Peak, and, like, nothing has ever been the same since. That's unfortunate. I guess theoretically you could still go back and watch the older ones, but... That's always been something that we've talked about that before, I think, in this stream, is that Kill la Kill feels like one of the last, big anime originals that was, like, an episodic thing that was like an event, basically. You had stuff like Madoka / Madoka, however you want to pronounce it. Code Geass. Like, all these things were like giant, like, event where it's like, oh, what's gonna happen this week? I don't know. And Kill la Kill, at least for me, was like the last one of those. That's unfortunate. That too I recovered in time. Kill la Kill was really... Kill la Kill was like... Kill la Kill is a lot like Full Metal Alchemist 2003 when you think about it. Except it had a good ending. I'm a little salty about certain parts of Kill la Kill. Specifically that... You get the feeling... I don't like Nue. I think that's where my stance is, basically. I think that when they introduce Nue and she kind of like pivots the show, I think it kind of not jumps the shark, but it goes in a very different direction. Nue is the Dante of Kill la Kill is my hot take right now. However, I think Ryuko and Satsuki being sisters and their like mom showing up, like, I think all that's fine. It's just, I didn't like Nue as a character, I guess. And the fact that she's like, I'm the other one with the other half of the scissor, haha. I don't know, I think that's lame. But goddamn, you know what is great about Kill la Kill? Loads of money. The fucking... At first you're like, man, there's only the one school with the special like uniforms and everything, and like you think it's just gonna be a battle anime the entire way through, where it's like, oh, Ryuko's gonna fight against this 2 or 3 star character this week, and then next week it's that, next week it's that, which honestly I would have been all for, with certain change-ups here and there. But then in the tournament, like that's when Nue pops in, is like, actually, surprise, surprise, I'm Lando in disguise. We go off in a completely different direction there. But you get to introduce, like, all these other schools that are also doing their weird things. And there's the fucking, the dude that's just really into money. It's just like, yeah, money makes the world go around, baby. And everyone immediately started using him, like, with the Harry Einfeld clips. Because that was also around the time that, like, not Payday 2, Killing Floor was at least to me. That happened the same time that, like, Killing Floor was popularized. And so everyone was like, oh my god, loads of money, whop your wallet on the counter, dosh, dosh, dosh. And so there were like a bunch of edits with him, and that was fantastic. The fucking invasion? I don't know, what's the invasion? Is that like when they reinvade the school after it happens? It's been a while since I watched Kill la Kill, so I might be off on that one. When Satsuki becomes the protagonist for a little bit, that's kind of cool. Like, I like Satsuki a lot as a character. She definitely, like, she's the villain. She's like the stern, hard ass, like, anti-hero / villain at the beginning, and then like she becomes like reliable. It's like, that's kind of nice. Third episode being their commute to school was pretty crazy. I know, right? That's an adorable one. Your first 2 episodes like are just introduction to the characters. Then you get like a commute to school. Like everything's very school focused before it goes off the rails. Oh, you know who got shafted, though? Sanayama, or whatever his name was. The green dude? I think that might be why I hate Nue. Because, like, Sanayama feels like he should have been the virile of the show. Sanayama's just, like, there. And he's like, I'm gonna be great. And then he gets like he gets his ass beat so hard that he goes like, doesn't he blind himself? And he's like, I'm gonna have my redemption now. And then that's when he just gets like fucking killed, like as a joke. And I was like, that sucks. That dude did not deserve what happens to it. Yeah, he blinds himself because he wants to get stronger. Isn't that what happens? Becomes strong, beats ass, and then he doesn't even like, he doesn't get a proper rematch though. That's the thing. When you're playing the Kill la Kill, I'm never gonna play that fighting game. I don't do sidesteppers. I don't know how to play them. It looks cool though. It's made by Arxis, so like there's like stuff going on with it. The Kill la Kill fighting game is the type of fighting game that you would like look up on YouTube just to see all the cool interactions, like a JoJo fighting game, right? Like I will never play a JoJo fighting game, but goddamn if I haven't spent multiple hours looking online. What? Lame. That should connect. That's a weird. It was right at the wall, so it did a quick bounce, and like I couldn't do a 3C pickup. Weird. But like I've never played a JoJo. That's a lie. I played a little bit of Heritage for the Future just to like mess around with it. It's very Street Fighter-y, so it's not hugely into me. But like, I will never play one of the more recent JoJo fighting games. You get the cycle colors. It's so messed up. It's like forgetting what side of the screen you're on occasionally. Like if you play like 10 or 4, like a bunch of games as like player 1, and then you like suddenly switch to player 2. Ugh. I wish for your favorite animated IP to be turned to an arena fighter. No, June! That's the worst thing you could wish upon anyone. I think I'd be okay with that, though. Because I don't know if I'd want to play a real fighting game with my favorite anime IPs. It wouldn't, it just wouldn't, like... Oh, you whiffed, too! I thought, like, on a whiff I would definitely have gotten that one. I think it was just too slow for it, though. Oh. That might work out. Oh, what? That might be interesting, though. Given that you have to fall down a little bit, I might be able to get, like, a... I want to try that specific interaction more, because that might be more doable than I thought. Uh-oh. Oh, ugh. I hope it's not me. Woo. Oh. I gotta watch out. They have 200 meter. Oh. I thought about pressing on the first one, and I think I might have, like, fuzzy pressed, but luckily it didn't work that well. The thing is, I don't know if the second one was also safe. I just decided to press on the second one, and it worked out. Outfit design in Kill la Kill is peak. Agreed. Definitely agree. It's fucked. Yes! He gets a... Sanayama gets a proper rematch. He gets fucked up by Nui, and yeah, that's why Nui sucks, because he ruined Sanayama, and then Sanayama just becomes a joke character? Which is like, I don't think that dude deserved joke character death. That's unfortunate. Like, not joke character death, but you know what I mean, where it's like, he didn't deserve to get like done like that, done dirty. He had like drive and a character. That's the kind of character I like, one that's like, I'm driven by like, I have a very clear defined thing. I want to like get my revenge. And they done him dirty. No idea how hyped I was when they announced the Kill la Kill Arxis fighter, only for it to turn out to be that. That's messed up, by the way. I mean, I guess that's fine. It's multiple hits versus my armor, but like, ooh. I want to see if I could do some kind of cheeky reversal thing. His drive-in character was joked about by the others. I know, it sucked! Too early. Oh. I think I'm fine. I just want to do something special there. Also, I think I was looking at Wisteria's meter again. Uh-oh. It's too far away. Oh, good pickup. I wanted to see if I could do that thing in the air again, but yeah, that was like too far away. Ace, when people make fun of his self-insert, it's true! It's true! He was so cool! Why is my self-insert character not the best one every time? It sucks. I don't even know if he was my self-insert character. I'd have to like watch the show again to like really know, but like a little bit maybe. I like buffered the DP, but I was like, no, he's not gonna do it, and he did it. Ooh. 200 meters so they can cash out? Yeah, I'm dead. Because what are all the characters? There's Hacker. That's fine. I think it's a little too nerdy for me. I don't know what I expected. His son is bland, dark, brown-haired dude who's into fighting. Okay. You might be onto something, but... Ooh, wow. That the 5A anti-air. Ooh, caught the jump. Dun, dun, dun. That works, sure. Right, when his hair is more green. That's what I thought, actually, because he's green. They're all different colors. There's the blue Hacker. There's the green Sanayama. The big boy Gamagori is yellow? I don't actually even know. I'm just making... I don't think they actually are opposed. The one is pink. Sasuke's blue. Is there a red one? Oh, red would be Ryuko, actually. The worst possible absolute garbage of anime that people can't help but watch. Mars of Destruction. A friend introduced that to me as the worst anime ever, and honestly, I think that's a fun answer, that one, as the worst anime ever. We do a silly. I've definitely done a silly before. That's 90% of the stream, so I feel it. Thank you, Abra. Joke's on you. I had the water bottle in my hand. It was already about to. Happy Monday, Abra. But what's the correct answer, Blamey? What's the absolute garbage anime that most people can handle to watch? Oh, hell yeah, it's time to drown, my favorite. That's 3. That's 5. Thank you. Delicious. Actually, I do kind of like drowning every so often because I don't think I drink as well as I probably should, but it all neutralizes in the end. It all maxes out in the end. Is that the one where the OST is just classical music because they couldn't afford anything? Yes! Celestine. I think Mars of Destruction is the one where it's just classical music. It's like a 3-episode OVA, if even. I think I watched the first episode on YouTube with like a few friends maybe less than a year ago. And I don't know, it was just uniquely... It was both boring, but schlock exciting, and the animation was interesting, and I think the opening sequence is just... You know that one scene in Evangelion that gets memed on where it's Eva 01 like holding someone in its hand and it's talking, and so it's like it's a still frame but you have people talking the entire way through, and that gets memed on because it's just like, oh, there's no budget there. They do that in Mars of Destruction on the very first episode when like a satellite is like crashing into Earth or something, if memory serves correctly, and it's just like, that's inane. On your very first episode, you can't just animate this thing crashing into Earth just, like, slowly. You have to have it, like, freeze frame doing it. That's goofy. Imminence and Shadow. Wait, really? Oh, I don't know about that one. Worst garbage you'll ever see, but Campbell watch it. I don't know about that. I never watched it, so I'll defer there, but I feel like I've heard moderate things about it. I don't think it's... From what I've heard, it's not like, you know, the next Evangelion or whatever, but it's like, you know, it's solid. Like Bungo Stray Dogs or something, right? It's like, that's something that I just know that's like, I never watched it, but it's like, that's an anime I know, and it's probably a 7 out of 10. One of the worst anime I've seen, heard of. What, Imminence and Shadow or the other one, Celestine? Imminence Shadow is hilarious because the MC is intentionally doing everything in his power to be lame, but everything surrounding him says otherwise, so he's forced to play clean. And wait, what? Intentionally doing everything in his power to be lame, but everything's... So is it like, oh, I'm so weak, I can't do anything, when he's like a god? Like, why is it... It's a solid 4 out of 10? Ooh, that's interesting. Exactly. Interesting. X-Arm. X-Arm is one of the worst anime I've seen. What is X-Arm? I actually don't know that one. What you just said? That's very interesting then, actually. I guess I say I want to watch it, but I don't really want to watch it because I'd rather just watch Full Metal Alchemist, right? Hold on. Pardon me, I swear, I knew someone that, like... That worked on, like... subbing Imminence and Shadow, and they were like, yeah, I kind of like this show. No, wait, Shadow's House, that's a different thing. Hold on, wait. Hold on, Shadow's House, is that an anime? Oh, it was Shadow's House, hold on, that's a very different thing. Oh, Imminence and Shadow might be shit then. Okay, I take it back. I don't give a shit about Imminence and Shadow. It was Shadow's House. Different anime. That one's probably, like, mid at worst. Okay. Whew, whew. Take it all back. EX-Arm was a travesty. The animation looked great. What's EX-Arm then? Okay, if Imminence Shadow is that, where it's like, I'm powerful, but I don't really want to be, and it's like, I'm gonna, like, job the entire time, basically. What is EX-Arm and why is that one? I can see why Imminence Shadow would be bad, because it's someone, like, constantly not living up to their... to like what they can do, and as someone that constantly wants to live up to what he can do, if not over exaggerate what he can do, that's very antithetical to like what I am. I know that I should just like walk back and whiff punish, but I was thinking about EX-Arm right now. Also, I'm gonna be real, when you guys were talking about EX-Arm, I thought you were talking about the thing that Merkava does. I thought you were like talking about like, I wasn't looking at the match. I thought like Wisteria got hit with like 236C, and someone was like explaining like, oh, EX-Arm is like minus. Oh, I didn't have meter. Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh, I was in recovery? Oh, dang. I did the whiff punish thing, and then I forgot to actually, like, do the whiff punish part. Probably dead, because I'm not going to get enough meter to do anything goofy, or just kidding. Just mash out. I feel cheated, but I think that's fair? But I don't think that's fair. I did the move to catch a jump, and I think they were doing a specific, like, a command jump or something, so it just whiffed. Spam DX arm in stream chat, I'm afraid. One, two, three. It's okay, I got... Oh. I thought they were gonna press a button! I don't know! They knew it was plus 10, why would they press a button there? I don't know. I'm dead. EX Super, CS EX Super. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Ooh! I keep getting hit by that. They didn't use the meter to convert that time. I wonder why. Ooh. I have the life lead. I was gonna do, I wanted to go into shield to, like, get a good approach. Uh-oh. I'm just dead. Fuck. I died a bull bash. I can't deal with his overhead. You gotta hit me with your overhead 85 times at least before I can start reacting to it. Okay, so now I get to learn about EX Arm. Actually, hold on, can I don't have the option to make it full screen borderless window right now. Hold on. I want to give you guys your visual stimulation. Stimulation. There we go. I just made up a word. So I'll leave this on. I won't alt tab for you guys. I can read up in this chat. I can't go to stream chat right now. Actually, wait. I can, and then I'll just tab back in. Easy. Come on, Ace. You're smart. That looks awful. I guess it doesn't look awful. Hold on. Let me pull this back a little bit. But it's very... It's CG. It's a new studio from a live-action director with a live-action team trying to make a CG anime. Oh, okay. X-Arm was just travesty. The anime actually looks great. The manga looks great. Okay, I see. He trained to be super OP and then does nothing with it day to day. Wait, he trained to be super OP? Okay, EX-Arm... What was he cooking? I don't get this then. If you like train to be super OP and then you like, is it the idea that like, oh, I've realized that I don't want to be super OP, that I've like gone too deep into this? And that's a little like, because you could make something interesting with that theoretically. Like, it's like the idea of like, oh, I spent 1,000 years farming slimes. I'm now level 9999. However, I realize that I don't care about doing this in-game content. I just want to be in the beginner area, and I just want to like talk with girls or something like that. Sure, like that could be like your idea, but it's like but hero, you're level 9999. You're the best. You can kill the demon. It's like, I don't really want to kill the demon. You can make a good story out of that, honestly. But they just didn't. Is that the idea? It's one of those things. It's like Darmok. This is a bad example. But my favorite episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation is Darmok, which I've talked about before endlessly. It's the episode where they have to... Captain Picard learns the aliens' language and they speak in metaphor, they speak in meme, right? One of the things I know about that episode is that in some... I think it was a Doctor Who director saw the, like, plot synopsis of Darmok, and they thought that was such a good, like, plot synopsis that they didn't want to read the... They didn't actually want to watch the show. They just wanted to think about that plot synopsis, and they took it and they made their own show, their own episode of, I think, Doctor Who out of it. And it was so different than what actually happens. And that's what this feels like. It's like, this plot synopsis gives you, what I'm thinking it is so beautiful in my head. But then someone takes it and just makes something mid to worse. And that's sad. Spam X, and that's X-Arm? So he trains to be super OP, and then they make it so it's 3D CG. That's how terrifying the X-Arm are. Wait, is X-Arm just like the name of, like, they all have bionic arms and they're called X-Arms? That's I don't want to say cringe Kino. I've been wanting to say the word cringe Kino for a while now, but just like for the last few days, I just got it like stuck in my head. It's not what that is, but that's like, it's so... Whenever the title of your thing is a thing in the thing, that can be really fun or it can be really goofy. Because it just becomes one of those, like, he didn't say that moments. This is what makes you the Dark Knight, Batman. He didn't say that. Or what's like a good example of that? What's like the original, he didn't say that. This is why you are the Terminator, Parentheses 1984, or whatever. Dude is a brain in a box? Wait, what? That's not in any of these screenshots. X-Arm, the MC, starts out as kind of OP. X-Arm I have no clue about. EIS, I am not spelling that out each time. EIS. What is EIS? He trains pretending to be so garbage. Weird high-tech tools, weapons. Dude, is a teleportation hand? Oh, that's kind of cool. The MC is a brain in a box. What does that mean? X-Arm does have a cringe Kino moment. I would hope so, honestly. Is it when they kiss? I see that one in the Discord. I can't alt tab into the Discord and look at it right now because I'm in a game, and also I don't think that kiss is a GIF. Especially because it says they couldn't animate a kiss. Oh. Woo! I should have done 6C. I need to use J6C more in certain situations, and this is definitely like one of the ones where I think I need to use it more. Ooh, nice. That's just unfortunate. Dun, 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 dun. Mm-hmm. I'm dead. Nice. Imminence and Shadow. Oh, thank you. I'm getting mixed up between Imminence and Shadow and EIS and X-Arm. I just said EIS. Dun, dun. What if I just did it again? Like, what if I broke the grab and I just went for it again? Ah. That's unfortunate. I feel like they were supposed to cancel like their stance or something with that D, but it just didn't. Oh, nice. I realized far too late that I didn't actually have the meter to EX cancel that. The image where he has a body is him when he was alive. Oh, wait, really? So, like, every other time it's just him as a brain in a box? That's not... That's fucking... If the MC's a brain in the box, that's just, Tales from Genesis space. There's a Best of the Worst movie, which was made... Honestly, given the fact it's also, like, cruddy CG, that is just Tales from Genesis space, which is the Best of the Worst movie from Red Letter Media, where they watch, you know, bad movies, and one of them, on one of the best episodes of Best of the Worst ever, was one called Tales from Genesis Space, which was made by A.A. Roberts. I remember that because A.A. Awful Animation. That was a mnemonic that they say in that episode, too. And it's about, like, some dude called A.A. Roberts just in his, like, basement in, like, the 90s was like, I'm gonna just make a little, like, animated thing with all my, like, everything that I know, all these, like, characters and stuff just from... With all these, like, small stories and everything. And the main character of Tales from Genesis Space is a brain in a box. Too far away. 1, 2, 3. Nice. I wanted to wait really long because I was like, okay, he's probably gonna be looking for to do the parry. So I was like, I'm just gonna wait as long as I can think feasible. I know what to do. 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 If I don't die, I win. Oh, I'm dead though. 200 meter. Way too far away. I didn't know what the length of that was, and I was just way too far away. There was a moment where I could have done it, and I just was wrong in my time. I was like, I just wanted to like jump J2C, and I was like, it's gonna solve all my problems. I know what's gonna do. I know. It's Whoops. The one where the two girls are standing next to each other is a GIF. Hold on, I'll tab out. Why is that a? I was like, why is that a GIF? He just slid. Oh, I'm sorry. You could. Oh, Celes, thank you for telling me that one. There's a GIF in the Discord of X-Arm, and it shows two girls standing next to each other, and I was like, why is this a GIF? And just... a third dude just slides into frame because they couldn't animate a walk cycle properly. That was perfect. Because I was like, why is this a GIF? Why is it? And I just saw it. This, like, just slide on in. Okay, yeah, that's kind of bad. I still have a lot of bias against 3D CG because I'm a big hater. I'm a big 3D CG hater. I'm gonna be real. I don't watch a lot of like anime anymore, especially, and this doesn't really affect me that much. But 3D CG is like a big thing in idol anime, especially because they want to do like their idol performances, and it's like we don't want to have to actually draw that, so we're gonna switch to 3D CG for that. And Idolmaster 2009 or whatever, 2010, whatever it was, that's the only one that I really watched, and that one didn't have it. But then I see like every other future rendition of it has like the 3D CG in it, and I have a bias against it because of that. I'm a big Strike Witches, World Witches fan, and it's like, oh my god, it's such a great show. And then like whenever they have to go into their idol animation sequences, they all get replaced with 3D CG, and it's like, oh, I don't like this. Not Strike Witches, Idol Witches? Luminous Witches, that's what it's called. Luminous Witches has a really good like episode 3 as well, where I think that illustrates it perfectly, where they go on, they're about to do their big performance. I think it's episode 3. It might be episode 4, actually. They do a big performance, and like before that, they do a little like folk song. And the folk song isn't even animated. It just shows it as like still frames of them like doing folk dances and like a folk song. And I'm like, I love that. That's adorable. A, because Luminous Witches takes place in like the 1940s as like a World War II thing. And so them doing folk songs is also really like cute. It's like, oh, hey, it's in like the lore of the show. And then they do just a normal idol song and they switch to 3D CG. It's like, this kind of sucks. Doesn't suck, we're just like, man, this is so... They could have done something really cool and unique with it, but they didn't. So I'm a little salty on that one. Watch Hoseki no Kuni, you'll be proven wrong. I was gonna say, Hoseki no Kuni is one. What is... Kimono Friends is the big one. I don't know if that's good CG, but at the very least, it's soulful CG. Where it's like, it doesn't need to be anything super crazy. It just needs to be something, like, that you, like... can enjoy. There needs to be heart and soul put into your CG. Or like, I've never watched it, which is really... I should, because, you know, fighting pilot extraordinaire, right? But there was one called, The Marvelous Kotobuki? I could be wrong on that. It's something like Kotobuki, where it's a 3D CG one with, like, plain girls in like a weird Wild West-esque, like a wilderness or frontier-esque world. That one looks right up my alley aesthetically, between just like the weird world it's set in and obviously the plain stuff, but it's just, I just never got around to watching it. Hold on, sorry, I have to pause the game. I'm all tabbing out. What's up, Aeon? Happy Monday, welcome in, Aeon. Should be, hold on. I wish that I could do this while also seeing this. Oh, actually, no, I can just scroll. Hey, look at that, Ace. Good job. You realize how scroll wheels work. Okay, so scrolling up in chat. MGT has his body with him in the It was live. Imminence and Shadow is Isekai, so kind of iffy there. Oh, woe is me, I can't stop a nuke in this world. It's one of those, like, I am the smartest person alive, but I'm also, like, too... It's very, everyone wants to be Hyoka, but you can't be Hyoka. Hyoka is Hyoka. Hyoka's great, by the way. If you like, Kyoani shows, Hyoka is a... At this point, it's an older Kyoani show, which I adore, because it's just about, like, a dude that's really smart is, like, your Sherlock Holmes type, but he's like, I don't want to expend excess energy, which... That character alone might be a little annoying, but it's the other 3 characters that are with him that make it more interesting, and also it's Sherlock Holmes. It's like mysteries and stuff. Like, that's an immediate win. Easy. Imminence and Shadow is one of those weird isekais that I actually don't hate. Maybe a shameless power fantasy, but at least it's honest about how cringe it is. You know what? Still knowing nothing about it, Aeon, I kind of respect that then. MC embrace of the cringe to an embarrassing degree. I am cringe, but I am free is a powerful statement. Studio Orange put in a staggering amount of effort to figure out what works. Is that what... Did they also do Trigun Stampede then, right? Hoseki no Kubi, Trigun Stampede. 56-second thing in the stream chat. It's a bit from Trigun Stampede. I'm gonna mute it. I like it. It's very stylized. I can immediately tell. Which is what it needs to be. Like, it's... A lot of other ones will use CG as just a cheap option. But CG is not bad. CG is actually really good, but it's also just like... You have to put the work in to make the CG, like, look nice. It's like yeah, look, cause like his hair. That's the first thing that I noticed looking at that and looking at the X-Arm screenshots. Is like, look at that one screenshot that I laughed at. That was the GIF. The girl with the white hair, her hair just looks bad. Like, anime hair is very weird. It's very like it has a lot of strands to make it unique. I mean, just look at my hair. It's very I mean, it's very long, so you have a lot of strands in it naturally. But like when you put it in a 3D thing, you have to have like very good like lighting and shadow to make it blend, to make it like look natural and nice, and not like just a wig or something plastic. And I think Trigun in that clip did that really well. It's the same thing with like really all 3D kind of stuff. Cause as a fighting game person, I'm gonna go to fighting games, right? If you look at if you look at like a random like indie fighting game on like Steam or like on the internet that's using 3D, it might not look great. But then you look at like Guilty Gear Strive, which I'm not a fan of Strive mechanically, but visually, or even just Exert, if you want to go even further back then, but like they know what works in 3D and actually put the work in to make it like look good and look nice and look beautiful. Speaking of beautiful, holy shit, the soundtrack. Dun, 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 dun. It's too slow. Ooh. How cheapo Seki no Kuni was behind the scenes. All the main characters except for one share the exact same body model, which is that a like thing in the manga as well, where they're all like supposed to be very similar design-wise? Like, you can be cheap. It's stylization is a big part about it too. No! I staggered. I tried to, I might be dead, but... The Beastars anime, which I haven't watched, but for some reason, they all look very similar in the manga body-wise, yes. Oh, nice. I've heard Beastars is good. I don't know anything about it. That's another one of those, like, I don't watch anime anymore. I'm finally watching Fullmetal Alchemist 2003, like... everything I know is from, like, things I've seen online. What? Oh, I think I hit, like, one of my OTGs, because I did my, like, cancel so late. Yeah, I think I need to be using my J6C more in this matchup. Because that looks really powerful. However, in the corner there. Woo. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do that to run the grid meter out a little bit. Nice. Since I didn't want there to be any conflict among them due to their differences. Oh, that's cool. That's very Star Trek-y. Oh. Get back in the corner. I can do this. Uh-oh. I just need one hit. I just need one hit. Got my one hit. That was a whiffed ADP. Hey. Have it all downloaded on my computer so I can watch it on a plane or wherever. Ooh, nice. I have the same thing with my favorite anime too, actually. I was hoping that like my 5A hitbox would reach back there, but yeah, I don't know what I expected. I have both Sora no Odo and Yozakura Quartet downloaded. Along with like a few others, I think, like Full Metal, obviously. Ah. What else do I don't think what else would I have downloaded normally that I wouldn't have gotten rid of? Probably Strike Witches, I think I still have all that. Durarara and no, Bacano. For some reason I get those two confused right now. Uh-oh. The hit. Flying Witch, I think I still have downloaded. It's impossible to get people to watch host again. Do you think it's the 3D or is it like Ping Pong, you think? I don't know if you know the like what reference I'm going with there, but Ping Pong the animation is something that also has a very distinct style that could definitely turn people off. Nice. Uh-oh. Ping Pong the animation, one of the best shows I've ever watched. However, it has a very, very distinct animation style, which might turn some people off. At least on like first look. Ooh. Bump, bump. Gotta go. Adios, Celestine. Thank you for popping in. That worked. That's kind of cool, actually. I'm just gonna cash out, because honestly, everything kind of like rides on this next thing anyway. Got it. Was able to bait the throw by running up and then TKing. I gotta be more tricky with when I go for throw, I think. No! My CS! Uh oh. I'm dead. I wanted to, like, shield the projectile coming from behind me, but A, I don't know if I can do that, and B, it just didn't work, and then just got hit low from trying to do it. I don't know what you ended up doing, June, by the way, but the connection definitely feels a lot better now. Good job restarting your router or whatever you ended up having to do. I can move this over here now. Yeah. Wouldn't know if you could shield that item. Honestly, yeah. And even if I did shield the projectile from behind me, I don't think it would have done anything outside of just, like, give me a little bit of grid. It's very, like... I was like, oh, I'm gonna shield this. It's gonna give me so much. It's not gonna give me anything. I'm just gonna get hit low anyway. And to lock in. Kind of nice to just watch Merkava just do his thing a little bit. When you're not the one on the other side of the Merkava. He's a goofy little guy. Surprisingly not the tallest character, if my memory serves correctly. It's like he's like the third tallest, like behind Waldstein, and I think Enkidu is taller than him? Goofy little chimera-esque dude that has multiple voices, I think, inside him. I might just be making this up. My own Merkava fanfiction right now. He's a tortured soul that has a lot of bodies inside him. And one of them wants to eat, and one of them's like a actually, no, I think this is a thing. Where he has like a more feral side, and he has got a more real side. Which, saying that makes me think of Blaze Blue Arcune, but I don't know if that's necessarily true, because I think Arcune is just one guy, and he's just really fucked up in the head. Because all of Arcune's special moves are like math equations and formulas and stuff like that, because he used to be like a really smart scientist, but then something happened that transformed him into the Blob. Whereas Merkava, I think, is just homunculus? Chimera? He is the full Wow! Merkava shot that as an anti-air. The Seth ran, and possibly just on reaction to seeing something getting thrown at them, jumped into the like late anti-air. Oh my god, that sucks. What's the point of doing CSing there, I wonder? Because the combo's kind of already ended, and you're wasting you're losing, I guess you're cashing out with your EX. You're CSing to get the potential for more EX. And theoretically, you might be getting a better setup off it. It just stinks because depending on, oh, just out of there. Because just depending on how close the grid cycle is over, you might just be giving up your, the cycle in full. And they might just be able to, like, just CS on your wake up and see, like, what the setup is, if that is, like, a thing. Nice. Patience, the blocking. Oh, gotta open up. I wonder when they're gonna... if they're gonna bounce the game at some point. I mean, not saying the game isn't balanced, but I wonder, like, if they're gonna release a balance patch at some point. Because I'm just thinking about Melty got one recently. Melty's getting one tomorrow. It's dropping tomorrow, boys. I'm excited, because... actually, I'm not excited. Because I think they nerfed Coma, and they buffed the people that Coma sucks against. Same mind. However, I think they nerfed B shield follow-up, which is good because I didn't use it anyway. They bluff Blob again? I don't actually remember if they buffed Blob or not. I know Alco got a lot of changes, but they seem mostly positive. And Powered Ciel, I think, from my understanding, did not get nerfed, which Pirate Seal was one of the best characters, I would argue. How did that whiff, actually? What? That looked like that should have hit. It's not that it didn't, like, open them up or whatever. It's just, like, I feel like that should have been, like, on block. That was safe. Oh, shit. I don't think it's an invuln reversal. I think I'm just not. I definitely didn't meaty there. I was trying to be like special and like do something goofy there, but. My TP. There we go. My landing. I got the... Doing the charge 2C was really good there. I don't think I've been using that in pressure that much. I think I can get away with doing it a lot more than I have been. Uh-oh. Dun, dun. I just got meaty. That works. One, two. What? Because it was charge overhead. Charge overhead doesn't give you a gives you the slow gives you the fast one. Right. No. That's I never thought about that before. The idea that if you want to do CS, you have to do a neutral state, and so you're gonna get opened up by a bunch of lows. Ooh. I keep trying to like do something like kooky and special. I just need to like normally meaty. I need to cultivate respect first. So I just need to not get hit by half screen overhead. That's a different issue though. No, but I think here. Let me look at the Melty Blood like patch notes, because that's what we're playing next week. Since the patch is dropping tomorrow, I'll get a little time to play with it. I think. What do they change with Coma? The main things are, I think across the board, they try to make rebeat pressure weaker by giving most, if not everyone, longer recovery on like their 5A and 2A. So Coma got hit with that. His 2B also gets longer recovery, but they also made it so you can cancel it later, which is kind of nice for picking up weirder hits. Let me see, where is it, where is it? There we go. Media. Scroll down. Everyone got like one tweet because it has like up to 4 images. And then Alco got 6 has like 6 images because she has so many like moves that got changed, so she has in like 2 tweets. But Koma got 5A, 2A, 2B all at a recovery. 2B also got increased time to cancel. Blowback edge, standing C. I think they nerfed the if you do the unblockable setup with him, which honestly that's fine. It's kind of it's a little BS that he can do that. Mostly it's used as like a game-winning like got him GG's kind of move, so understandable. New patch tier list stream. I don't have enough knowledge on Melty Blood or on any fighting game that I would ever consider myself good at. Like, I can't in good conscience ever do like a tier list stream for something like that. The only things I'm good at doing tier lists are like cheeses, which honestly, even then, that was a vibe tier list anyway. To me, I feel like tier lists are something that are either fully subjective or something you have to be an expert in. Preferably both, where you're a subjective expert in a thing. Cheeses are very subjective, but I also never ate most of those cheeses, so it was mostly just vibes. So that became subjective. For something like a fighting game tier list, like patch notes or what have you, I feel like you want to be like really technical. You want to actually like know, because you don't want to, because then someone's gonna take a screenshot, put it on Twitter, and be like, "Oh my god, you guys see this tier list?" It's like that. No, you don't get it. That's a vibe tier list. It's a vibe tier list. They don't know, clueless. Mid-air jump A, expanded hitbox upward. That's kind of nice. Oh, I think the biggest thing that they did for Koma is they're making his 236X series, his like Rekka. I think they're making it more active across the board, and they're shortening the recovery on A, so you can like kind of mix up between 236A to like maybe be more plus on block. Like just do Rekka 1 and then just stop and be like, haha, I'm plus now. Instead of all your Rekkas just being -10 across the board. I think they're -10. They might be like -7 or something. But by changing that, it kind of makes it more interesting. You can like go into Rekka without having to go immediately into Rekka into like a super or something to make yourself safe. You can play a little bit more like the block strings you can do can be a bit more varied that way. And the biggest thing is they nerfed how armor works, allegedly. With his 2-2C, his armored move, if it whiffs, I think he gets full duration, but if it hits, specifically like in an OTG situation, I think the time that he has armor is reduced by like at least a second, if not more. That'd be funny. Twitter ruins everything. Happens. Even if it wasn't Twitter, though, it's still just like I don't want to go and make a vibe tier list on like a, because it's like for most of the characters, I know what my character does. That's it. Everything else would be like oh, she got increased recovery on her 3C. You know, that's probably a good change for her or something. No, that'd be too obvious. It'd be something like for any other character that I didn't know anything about, like, let me just randomly pick one, looking away from my phone as I scroll. Maids, here we go. Hisui and Kohaku. This is a good one. For her moon skill back BC, slowed down timing which attacking action is not interrupted when under controlled character is damaged. It's probably an A+ tier change. I don't know what that even means, because that's like machine translated from Japanese, but slow down timing which attacking action is not interrupted when under controlled character is damaged. Wait, what is that? What does that mean? Is not interrupted. So did they give her more armor? Or is it is her moon skill one where she calls in her sister and maybe it's something related to that? Enabled select throw item by additional inputs. Up, back, down, forward, or forward. Wait, what? Wait, do they let maids pick what item they throw? Is that what that says? Is that what that means? That's kind of cool. Oh, because I think Hisui by herself could do that, and I wonder if they just gave that to maids to make maids stronger. Oh, that's kind of cool. Good for maids. They're a fun tag team little thing going on there. Kido's just breakdancing across the screen trying to hit something. Ooh. I feel like that breakdance move is probably really good against characters that aren't Seth. Because it looks like it travels pretty decently. It probably has armor because it looks like it's an increased move to a certain extent. But it's just Seth is nowhere near the ground. No, it doesn't have armor because otherwise an armor pop-up would happen, I imagine. But it just travels really far and it looks like it might be able to anti-air like low jumps, but nowhere in the Seth range. This kill with 200 meter? Isn't able to connect it. If this is rough for Tsurugi, I wonder how bad this is for Enkidu. I guess Enkidu's best thing to like snipe out Seth messing around is Enkidu has that the twisty drill. But that's still kind of, I feel like it doesn't have a lot of horizontal reach, and so it's just like if something's close to above you, you can like snipe it out. But otherwise, like, ugh. Ooh. Run it back, Enkidu. Run it back, Enkidu. No! Could have been beautiful. Yo, thank you, Teal. Happy Monday, Teal. Welcome on in. Ooh, going into Veil off? Oh, I didn't even go into IWAX. Or just, what is it called? Just IW, yeah, there we go. Not necessarily IWAX. That's a full other different thing. Stay strong, nice. There you go. I forgot, that's why. Good answer, June. Alright, this is probably gonna be my last one. And then I'll leave it up, and then next time I rotate back on after I get knocked out, whenever that is, that's probably when we'll end it. Alright. So let's see how long it can stay on. June wants to be in the air, so basically my entire game plan is gonna be getting June out of there, like... Getting June out of the air, or if they're not in the air, making sure they stay not in the air. Ooh. Oh. I don't know what the, like, Rekka-esque follow-ups that they have are, and so that's probably my biggest issue in navigating this. Nice, okay. Office work, keeping him one edgy boy. Don't mess with adults. Even though Surugi's like 16. I think I get both of these, yeah. I risked it for the. I had a lot of health. I had half leaf. I just wanted to see if I could do it. There was no universe where that was like a good idea, but I just wanted to do it. No, it was 2+. It's not that it was 2+. It was that it was just slow. Oh, don't. I was like readjusting and I accidentally like hit that. Don't mess with adults. The anti-airs, he knows. I'm gonna try. That's, like I said, that's the biggest thing is if I can get you not in the air, then I think it's my game to lose. If you're in the air and you can set up, I'm not in a good spot. I haven't like done that at all tonight. The increased version of J2C. Oh, nice. I didn't know the timing on that. I just like messed up the... Yeah, it goes low when I charge it. I'll cash out. I don't think I need to cash out that way. I probably could have done the same thing I did really early on, where it was like EXDP, CS, EXDP again if need be. It's not over yet, June. Oh, fuck. Nice. I mean, I just... You blocked. I was gonna say nice, but it's just like, I just got hit. Nice. There you go. It's not over till it's over, June. It's over. Uh-oh. It's gonna get interesting. They have a lot of... They have the grid. They have the meter. I have neither. Thank you. Good stuff, June. I played Hilda. I played against Hilda like once. I think I'm cooked. If they know how to play the game at all, I think I'm cooked. Because Hilda's a lot like I was gonna say Wisteria, that's not right. Yuzuria. Wisteria plays Yuzuria, so that's why I said that. Where it's I have to do like a lot of dash blocking and stuff, and it's I just don't know how proficient I'm gonna be with that specific version of dash blocking. However, I don't know what her like low game is, so I might be able to like I forgot my combo scaling. I could have gone into I could have gone to XTP and I could have ended it like so long ago. I tried to DP and I fucked up my DP. I had it. I can do that. Good, okay. People are doing a lot better about not getting just kind of baited by that. By using a not, like, if you use like a 2A or a 5A, it can sometimes whiff, but yeah, using anything stronger, like, that will definitely punish me when I try to, like, do charge 236B, charge Bloomer into, like, a running move. Oh. It's the setup. Take it. I'll take it, sure. Ooh, I kind of flubbed that one up. Not dead. That can happen. Your DP can trade with the projectile setup thing. Oh my god. Oh, it's no red. It's got the Londerica thing. Oh. Dun, dun. It's a lot of hairspray. Maybe it's natural. Maybe it's Maybelline. Ooh, my stagger was too staggered. Oh, I was gonna, yeah, I should have done, I wanted to run up and then do assault, but I could have just done raw assault, and I think it would have worked out well. I have a life lead now. No! I want to go to shield! No! Okay. If I die because I went to shield like a second too late. The only change I want them to do to Tsurugi, and this isn't for balance reasons, it's just for me. I want shield to happen like 5 frames faster. That might make him stupid good, but like, I want that. They should really think about what I want more often. Nice. I didn't try to go back in. I probably could have that time, because I think they used a 2A, 5A instead of a 2B like they did before. Uh-oh. Didn't have meter. I got meter that time. Ooh, get it? I got the meter for it. That's... Yeah, that's like -6 or something. One, two, three. No, that would have caught the backdash. I just didn't run it far enough that time. I was saying I've caught backdash there at least twice before in this matchup. I dropped. No. The worst part is I wanted to do that wake up super was supposed to be CS into super was supposed to be into IWEX, which would have worked, but I just did C instead of D. But it kind of worked out for me in the end. Uh-oh. I was kind of hoping that worked, and it did. That was good. I enjoyed that. It doesn't seem terrible right now at what just happened there, but I think it's still probably very terrifying if they get their pressure more airtight, because it's probably at the same level as like having to do with Yuzu or what's the name? Batista. But honestly, I think Surrogate is well against Batista because Batista doesn't have very, like, it might be more Batista than Yuzu Rihai because just, I don't know how many of her things are lows, which might allow Surrogate to go into shield, like, a lot more effectively. I should have done BDP. I was like, I'm gonna DP here, but I was like, oh, doing BDP is gonna be dangerous. I'm gonna do ADP. Now we gotta be patient again. Hello. Nice. From what I remember, they've been doing a lot of wake up, non-reversal, non-invul DP. So if I actually do my meaties properly at the very least, I can like try to foster some respect, especially if I do good meaties like. It actually whiffed under them doing their thing. Yeah, like that. That was a bad like knockdown in the first place anyway. I think I wasn't ready for it there, but I feel like whenever they do the one move where it has like the puff of smoke and then they go into like the jump, my 6SB caught it last time, and it might be able to catch it if they do it again. Obviously, they have a snake on me right now, so I have to like play a bit more safe, but. Ooh, nice. Patience. That was terrible. I didn't like any bit of that, but you have to learn how to block, and I just... I was terrified. I was like looking for the overhead because I was like, I know they have it. I know they have Bull Dash. Shield! If shield was 5 frames faster. Yep. Whipped it too close range. That didn't combo? I wasn't in a block string long enough that I was looking for at that time. They're being a bit more patient now, so I need to find other ways to... There we go. Kind of slopped it out at the end, but worked. That's what I've been waiting for. Nice. Just happened again. I don't have grid, I don't have meter. I should have expected that one. Oh shit! Okay. I need to be better at looking and trying to see if I can actually exploit that gap that I noticed. Ooh. Hit a button. This kills. Dun. Okay, just don't lose. I wanted to go into shield, but I just didn't. Look at the inputs, I did that. I was like, oh, I'm spaced out there in the air, I'm gonna just go shield and just like react to whatever they're doing. Uh-oh. Just don't lose, he says. I was mashing 2 and 4C because if there was a gap, I could like possibly armor through something. That was the gap I was supposed to exploit, but I didn't. Nice. Didn't use the meter this one, use the meter one, nice. Good. Lost grid. Not dead. No! Pain. Very good. Let some games play out then. He just kept reaching for me. He just kept trying to touch me. I was like, no, hold on. No. I was able to get the shield on a few times, but yeah, then it was just... I started thinking about how I could, like, make something whiff of theirs and then go into 236C to get, like, the punish, and that would, like, end it out, but, like... Yeah, the grab hand just going full screen. I'd have to walk around that, or I'd have to like dash block that in some kind of way, possibly get in the corner, which I think I started to do, but then they were able to like swap the sides and just do it the other way. Some high level neutral to finish the night off. I don't know what either of these characters are doing. They're the same character, but the point stands. To my understanding... Wait, what is Havoc, actually? I figured Havoc was an Enkidu thing, but I saw Havoc on Seth earlier. But I wonder if that's a... Enkidu gives it to Seth, or like like does a debuff or something to Seth. Is that his like speciality? I know like his thing is, I guess it's not armor, but it's like projectile stuff, or it's like invuln to specific stuff. Or I might just be lying. I don't know anything about this character. This is why I would not make good at like doing a tier list stream, because it'd be like, I think this character does this. Lies. It's an enhanced count. That's what it is. Because he's fishing for counter hits. Is it like, I wonder if it's kind of like, what is it? Like in Guilty Gear, Slayer has Blood-Sucking Universe, which if that connects, the next special move he does is a guaranteed counter hit, which they've transferred over into Strive, and they even gave him his own special counter hit animation, where instead of saying counter, it says universe. Unique traits. Havoc. Yeah, so when it appears on the other person, it's saying you got Havoced. Enkidu's attacks gain additional damage and 9 additional frames of hit stun when they connect with an opponent in a recovery state, not necessarily just counter hits. Huh. So yeah, it makes it so even if your counter hits are good, but like even just with punishing. Oh, that's kind of nice actually. Does not activate off A normals or throws. Sure, that's fine. Rekka inputs will reapply Havoc bonus damage. For example, CCC would apply it thrice, as well as 236 X series Rekka. 5BBB will only apply Havoc bonus damage on the initial 5B, but additional meter generation hits and remain. Huh. This bonus damage is dealt as damage over time and cannot kill. What? That's a little bit weirder, but... Vorpal trait. Havoc applies an additional 6 frames of hit stun. What the fuck? So overall, he gets like 15 additional frames of hit stun in if he gets a good Havoc Vorpal hit. Damn. His unique trick Havoc makes whiffing any move against Enkidu unideal at best, terrifying at worst. This combined with his good mid-range presence makes for any opponent. This combined with his good mid-range presence makes for an opponent that is very scared to do anything aside from block, which Enkidu can very easily abuse. Huh. It's cool that it works like that, but I wonder if it was the original reason was Batista. Oh, like, not just counter hit, but also just any recovery thing, since Batista can't be counter hit at all. Maybe. Like, they were like, oh, we'll do it on counter hit, and then they're like, that would just make this a 0-10 matchup, probably. If it's not already, it's probably still bad, but... That's true, they did change it. That's one of the biggest changes that they made in Uni 2. And honestly, what did that actually do? I haven't been in like Uni circles enough to know like if that actually like did anything to Batista in like her power state. That itself probably didn't, because that just makes it so like if Batista's in control, that still doesn't change anything there. It just makes it so like if Batista loses control, it hurts a bit more. Speaking of tier, what is even like the tier list of this game? Like a rough version of it, I wonder. Do they have that on the wiki, I wonder? Resources and links. Nope, not there. It's probably either in getting started or FAQ then. There is nothing in getting started. Oh no, they gotta work on that. The wiki. Fine, we'll leave it aside. I'm not about to go Googling for it. I didn't play the previous versions much, but I know it might be awkward for some characters that convert air hits without counter hit. It's true! Unless I'm missing something, I feel like it's very awkward for Tsurugi to convert an air hit. Well, ground to air is one thing, but air to air, it feels very awkward because I think for Tsurugi to convert a ground air effectively, he has to like go into his 236X into like Bloomer to then get like the knockdown into something. Either that or he has to just fish with like 6C. But if he's doing like any like JA, JV, JC and it's air to air, it feels really bad. I don't know if that's probably just something I need to work on and just going into probably just a combo into 236X, like just always go for like just be mashing ABC. My character cheats. Just being able to go into the Rekka series seems really nice. That is one thing that I've always noticed is it feels like if someone can do a good like air-to-air convert in this game, it's like they know more than me. It's like you want to get your like normal B&Bs down first, get like a good punish combo, get corner combo, and then like air to air feels like one of the later things to do, and it's just because it's not super easy, it's a lot more like weirder and finicky. It's definitely something like a lot of people just leave for later, like me. Unless that's a big part of your game plan as someone who's going to be in the air a lot. Ooh. Oh shit, I'm back. That means... Hold on. No. Thank you, Red Scarlatch, for not immediately starting. There we go. How do I close room? There's the close room. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. Ooh, nice. Went for a good amount of time. We had some good games. Shout out to everyone that was able to pop in if you were in the stream or otherwise if you were just like watching on the... If you're watching, if you're playing, or if you were in here and you're not watching, to any like random person that popped in, you're not gonna hear this, but thanks for coming out. I just imagine like there's one person that was just like, oh, I just went to the player matches and I just saw a thing and I hopped in and then like it just closed. Which honestly, that just happens. It just closed. That just kind of like is a thing. Still though, yeah. What we got? Tomorrow we're doing wrap up, GG's. Tomorrow we're playing Arknights. I need to go. I'm at chapter 6 of the event. I need to get to at least chapter 9 for tomorrow. And every single chapter is like 45 minutes of reading. So I'm gonna have to go through at least like 2 more chapters between now and then. So wish me luck. I'm gonna read one as soon as I end the stream. And then I'm hopefully gonna read the other one before stream tomorrow. So hopefully that will work out. And then on Thursday we got Who is Ace Windfall? A very special, weird variety show-esque thing. Which, if you're interested, by all means, come check it out. It's gonna be interesting, I hope. But between both those, I know nothing else. You'll get more information as it comes out. Schedule on Saturday, all that good stuff, right? So with that, I'm gonna send you guys over to... Ooh. Nice. I think I'm gonna send you guys over to Slushy. Slushy Water 52 playing Juice Galaxy, which, if this is the game I am thinking of, it's a very weird, it's a very, it's one of those games that someone, like, puts on Steam, and is like, this is a weird game, and it is just a weird game. So it's just kind of like, it's fun to watch. Yeah. That, I don't think I know anything else. Send you guys over there. They just started too, so you'll be able to enjoy for quite a while, I hope. Yeah, with that, I know nothing else, so thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you catch you next time. Peace out, everyone. And see you there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See ya.